All right, so what is going on, everybody? We've got an extra large adventure for you today. So as you can see on the computer screen here, we're going to be cutting out the UK sign, but we're going to do it just a little bit different and a little bit extra large. Stick with us, guys. We're going to show you the process of this one. All right, hey, you guys still with us? All right, so I want you to check out these big jokers. I know you just seen me cut them on the table, but you guys got to check these jokers out. They look fantastic. Woo-hee. Yes. So this is the biggest sports team that we have cut yet. 36 inches by 36 inches. These jokers are huge. So this is for a customer for the front of their garage. So we're gonna have the metallic blue with the white backer, and man, I wish you guys could see these in person. I mean, these are gigantic. So yeah, I didn't charge nearly enough for this one. I can already see that coming. So no, just messing with the customer there, but. Man, these jokers. I mean, so overall, you're looking at 6 foot, 3 foot by 6 foot when it comes out on a sheet. You can see there's not a tremendous amount of metal left on the sheet. We'll get some small pieces down here. We still got about 2 foot down here to work with, so we'll get a little bit extra there. But yeah, these may be some of the biggest ones not technically the biggest signs we've cut yet, but maybe the biggest two-piece sign we've cut yet. These are tremendously big. So, all right, guys. So we got the Kentucky sign cleaned up here. What we did was we laid the other half on top of it, marked where we needed our holes. And why do we have those holes on there? Because we're welding studs on the back. So we're gonna weld these studs on the back, put us some spacers in the bottom of them between the signs, and then we're gonna put the nuts on there and cinch everything down. Once it's all painted, everything looks all hunky-dory and stuff. So I'm gonna get this last one welded on here. We're gonna set the sign on here, see how it fits, and then we'll see what happens. All right, guys, there's not a lot to it, just 2 little tacks, and we'll get all that cleaned up, make everything look good. We're gonna make sure the sign goes on here first and make sure everything fits. Then we'll go back and we'll get all this cleaned up, all the slag off the sign, get everything kind of squared away. I know, my garage is a mess. I ain't got hardly nothing squared away. All right. Whoa, it almost fell in place. What's up with that? Well, would you look at that? It's like it was meant to be. So yeah, we'll once we get everything cleaned up, we'll get spacers on these and then put the sign back down on there. Cinch the bolts down, get them all trimmed off. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so the reason we didn't go with the epoxy route and all that stuff that we normally do is because this sign's going to be outside hanging on a metal garage. She wants it to be there as long as she can. She paid a little extra money and got the studs welded on, so good deal for her. She knew what she wanted, got it squared away. But yeah, see how this turns out. It ought to be pretty cool sign. So, all right, guys, just one more thing I wanted to go over with on this sign. I got it flipped over, got the front side cleaned up. When you're welding these studs on the back, you're going to get these spots where this mill scale gets burned off. Now, if you probably went with a TIG machine and TIG welded these on, this wouldn't be near as dramatic. But in our case, this does not matter in any way, because we are going to etch all the mill scale off, and we'll have a flat, smooth, sandable surface. Once I get everything pretty well etched down, I'll go back over these and make sure they're all squared away. Everything looks good. We don't have any blemishes, imperfections, anything like that. So just something to keep in mind when you're doing these and you're putting these studs on the back of them. I mean, when you're welding those pieces on there, you're going to get places like this. So if you expect you're just going to wipe this down, get a good coat of primer on it, you're going to be doing a lot of sanding on these areas to make everything look right. So keep that in mind. In our case, it doesn't matter because we're going with the metallic finish. So it's all going to work out in the end. So, all right, guys, check her out. We've got 2 coats of primer on both the front and the back. Everything looking good on the back panel of the UK. Then we're over here on the metallic blue. Would you look at that joker shine? God. I mean, for real, that sound looks almost as good as I do. I mean, almost. And this joker here is pretty awesome. But yeah, can't complain about that too bad. It's turned out mighty nice. But woo-wee, not too shabby. So we'll get this piece here and that piece over there. We'll get them all put together. Well, I still got to put the white on it, so probably tomorrow I'll get white on it. The day after, we'll get everything put together and stuff and see how stuff works out. I have a little work adventure to go on, so I'm not sure if I'll get to that or not. But however it may be, you're still going to get to see the video. So whenever it goes together, that's when you guys will get to see it. Alrighty guys, so here's the back side of the white one. Of course, we've got our blue one up underneath there. Got our towel protecting our paint and everything. But then we put these spacers in there. Let's see. You see the spacers there? They're just aluminum shims. You can order them online. We use them. I use them in some of my trapping supply stuff for my cables. So yeah, I just kind of robbed Peter to pay Paul for right now. But yeah, got our aluminum spacer in there, washer, nut. We've got our bolts on there. We'll just do the Fandy Dandy DeWalt deal here. Don't tighten them too tight. We're gonna put some locking threads on them here in a little bit, so. So we're going to shorten all these anchors up on the back here. I always leave them long, never know how much the customer wants them spaced or anything like that. It seems to work out with these longer bolts. It's just one bolt fits all. I don't have to worry about size and everything out or whatever. Well, we've got our Fandy Dandy side cutters, and we're just gonna put a little pressure on this joker right here. And then just break it off. There ain't a whole lot to it, guys. Just give her a little twist, bend her over, good to go. And I'm doing this with just one hand. Of course, I'm a pretty stout guy, though. I mean, you know, your average guy may not be able to do this, but I'm pretty awesome. So I don't. No, it's pretty easy, guys. It's child's play. All right, so we'll get the rest of these broke off here. And cut off and broken off, and we'll show you what you guys what we do, how to finish these here. We are back over here on the sign. So once you get these cut off, there's going to be some sharp edges where you've broken the anchors off. Not a problem. You just take your old Fandy Dandy flat disc and your 4-inch grinder and just lightly grind those heads off. See that? That's a complete and total mess up right there. That's totally my fault. I was trying to get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry, guys. It's not worth it. We're not trying to grind the bolt heads off or the nuts off or anything like that. We're just trying to flatten out what we broke off. So it's nice and flush. And you got no way to mess the paint up on the wall that you're hanging on. So yeah, don't put a lot of pressure on it. Don't put a lot of heat on it. You'll mess the paint up. How do I know that? I've been there, done that. So yeah, you're just trying to flatten them off enough to make it to where it doesn't have any sharp points on it. It doesn't catch anything, stuff like that. So what I'll do when I'm finished with this is I'll come back and put, I've got 3/8 felt little circle key cut deals. And those little circles will just go on each bolt. And those felt will keep anything from scratching a wall you're hanging on. They will keep it from rubbing up against something, stuff like that. So, All right, guys, we'll get these other two ground down. I'll get this touched up with a primer, of course. We'll go back and hit the bolt heads with a little bit of primer, wipe everything down real good, and then we'll see what the finished product turned out like. All right, guys, so here is the finished product. Man, this joker is huge. I don't think you guys even can tell just how big that joker is. It's that is none too small, that's for sure. This one has been a headache, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a pain in my butt. But it is turned out fairly good. I got one or two kind of dull spots in it, but I think once it gets a little more drying time on it, I think everything's gonna come out all right. But hey, I'm sure the customer's gonna be completely happy with how we worked out this deal. So that's all that really matters. As long as the customer is happy, that's all that matters. But yeah, it's been a while since I made a sign this big, and this one is a go-getter. So if you like what you see or would like us to do anything of the sort, just let us know. Shoot us an email, shootersoptiontargets@gmail.com. So yeah, guys, you can shoot us an email and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. I've got a little out of town work going on right now, so it's gonna take me a little bit. Nobody gets stressed or aggravated or anything like that. It'll all be good. We'll get to you pretty ricky tick. So don't stress out because I'm stressed out enough for everybody. But yep, shoot us an email at that email I told you there just a second ago. Reach down there and hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. And big shout out to all the new subscribers. We've been getting quite a few here lately. We greatly appreciate you guys. Can't thank you enough. Hit the like button if you don't mind. That way it lets YouTube know we're doing the right thing here at S.O.T. Metalworks. So leave us a comment down there. If UK is not your favorite sports team, leave us a comment. Let us know who's your favorite sports team. Maybe, possibly, we could cut something like that out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Junior with S.O.T. Metalworks, we're fixing to roll up out of here, guys. Remember, always be safe. And remember, work smarter, not harder. Later, guys and gals. We're out.